Good afternoon. Welcome to Thursday Live with me, Vinod Jain. Welcome to Neethu's Academy. So, how are you all? As always, doing good? Yes. I hope all of you are doing good and things are all working. Yes or no? I'm sure all the things are going well and truly good enough for all of you. Right. So, as our students are joining, okay, is there anybody generally? Okay, we see a lot of new names. Okay. So people who are new, people who have been there with us, people who are our patrons, Leva, good evening. Very good evening to all of you. Okay. So how are things with you? All are doing well. There is an exam coming right around the corner. If there is anybody who's going to take the exam, all the very best. Do take the exam with the utmost confidence. That is very, very, very important. Okay. So what does Neethu's Academy offer for you? We offer for you an array of linguistic exams that we give training for. If you want to get more details about it, please do contact the number which is given on the screen. Minu Shipin, good evening. Very, very, very good evening to all. Because why good evening? There might be people who are in the good evening zone, there might be people who are in the good afternoon zone, and there might be people who are in the good morning zone. So all of them, welcome to another live session with me. Right, so what else does Neethu's Academy offer? We offer listening classes, which is also free. Krista comes in every day in front of you, but that will be in Zoom. Neethu madam is going to come tomorrow, 10 p.m. Indian time. So do clock in. We will all be looking forward to welcome all of you there for another writing depiction. Jinsi, good afternoon. If there is anybody whom I have missed, you good afternoon or good evening. Jinsi, Anna, good afternoon. Jinsi, Jiju, good afternoon. Sindhu Mol Ramachandran, good afternoon. And you can just see that we have pinned the official Neethus Academy Telegram page. We only have 2 Telegram pages. Again, I repeat, 2 Telegram pages. One, the one which you have just pinned, and the other one is an official Neethus Academy reading Telegram page. We do not have any other group. Jita Vishnu, good afternoon. Why again and again I repeat? Because please be aware of it. We do not have. Okay, so there are some students knowingly or unknowingly writing, please add, please add. We don't have. Okay, that is why. Rajimol Praveen, good afternoon. Whatever we have to communicate or we want to communicate to you, we always communicate with those 2 groups. One, the exclusive reading Telegram group, which of course both are free groups, but in order to you to get into that group, we will ask you to send certain details. That is just to see whether all those things that you're talking, because we want to make sure that we avoid a lot of fraudulent people. Because we want our students to have a surrounding, what can you say, system where they are free of malwares. There are students being contacted by even in the very same page that you're watching. You would be contacted by certain people. Please do not respond to them. We will not contact you for any such thing. We will not ask you to do such things. Okay, so do not respond. Just report them. Just block them. That's the only thing that you can do. Ashwati Binu, good afternoon. Appo ellarum on Thursday morning, are you all doing good? Adonnu parayavo. How are you all? Because we're very, very, very eager to know how you all are doing. Are you getting better? Are you still the same? How do you find? Give us some insights about this class. Adonnu parayavo. How do you find these classes? And thank you so much for all those lovely share that you're doing, and also the support that you're doing us in order by subscribing the channel, liking the channel, following the channel. Sarita Shine, good afternoon. So if I've missed your name, it's not deliberate. Okay. So a very, very, very good afternoon to each one of you. Jinsi Raju, good afternoon. ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ who's attending for the very first time? If so, please do let me know. Because എന്തിനാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്കൊരു energy booster. You have to know that there are people from across the globe that is attending this class. Okay, so you should be happy, proud enough to say, like we are always proud to say that yeah, we are doing this live and multi-diverse students or scholars or whatever are in front of us. Pratiksha, good afternoon. So as our students have joined, can you all tell me how are you all doing? Jinsi, first time, thank you very much, Jinsi. Jinsi, can you tell me where are you from? If it is okay. It's not mandatory, but if it's okay. Okay. Simi, good afternoon. Very, very, very good afternoon too. Right, as our students are going to type, because see, the most important thing is the communication. The only way that we can gauge that you're all following us, you're all enjoying it, is by the response that you give. Sia Thomas, good afternoon, again a new name. So, കുറേ പുതിയ പേരുണ്ട്, but very only one, Jinsi have told me that she knew. Apart from that, all of you haven't, who are attending for the first time. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ എന്തിനാ ഇത് പറഞ്ഞതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ just to give you an insight, say Neethus Academy offers regular batches. Jinsi Kollam, okay, thank you very much, Jinsi. So Jinsi from Kollam, George, good afternoon. So we have regular batches where, as you can see on this screen, that it will be the next batch available will be August, September, and October, and that is going to end soon because that is because of the number of students that they trust us and they want to get some professional approach. So again, that is thanks to our students who are trusting us. Then we have regular batches available. I'm sorry, we have crash courses available where if you want just a quick thing, you can also enroll that. So any details that you want to know, you will have two numbers on the screen. Please do not hesitate to contact them. They'll be happy to assist you. Right. Steffi, good afternoon. Tony, good afternoon. So as our students have joined, are you all ready for today's session? Because none of you have told me how you feel. Jinsi, thank you so much. Okay, Jinsi, thank you so much for joining. That's the first thing that we have to tell you. Okay. Nobody have told me that you're doing good or how you're feeling about attending the classes. Liz Mary Anthony, good afternoon. So thinking all are doing good and hope you're all improving on a daily basis. Let's go into the first thing that we're going to do. We'll be doing a part B. So the part B question will be coming on the screen. As soon as the question comes on the screen, just do it. Betty Baiju, good afternoon. I'm attending for the very first time. Thank you very much, Betty. May I know where are you from as well? Janelle Thomas, good afternoon. Jester Noble, good afternoon. A very, very, very good afternoon to all of the people. Ashwati Bino, doing good. Very good. Thank you, Ashwati. Now you'll have your questions on the screen. As soon as the question pops up, please do that before the time exhausts. Right, time just exhausted, eluded you, isn't it? So I hope all of you have had an answer now. Chestnut done. Pravinda is saying B. Okay, Jinsi done. Okay, very good. So I hope all of you have done. Did you all get the time? Were you all able to manage time? Yes, if so, can you tell me? Yes, I could do that on or before time. How many of you say that? Liba done. Okay, fair enough. Pramita, good evening. Yeah, not the answer. How many of you were able to manage time? Let's guess. Did you all do on or before time? Let's Mary done. Okay, excellent. I just wanted to get a gauge of how many students were able to find an answer within that stipulated period of time. Rajiv, okay, now all of you have started seeing answers. Okay, fair enough. I have started seeing answers. Yes, I could leave her. Very good. So Praveen is saying B, Jinsi is saying B, Simi is saying B, Anju C, Sarita B, Rajimo B, Mary B, Jinsi, yes, I was able to, Jinsiana B, Madhusmita Bera C, Binu George C, Babita George, yes, Fia done. Okay, fair enough. I could Jinsi, okay, excellent. Liba Livin. See, the most important thing, as I've always mentioned, Neethus Academy doesn't just ask you the answer. We want to know, yes, of course, we want to know what is your answer, and we would definitely want to know how you found the answer. Steffi, yes, okay, fair enough. I got C just now, okay. Betty C, Jinsi Raju C, Jinul C, Jinsi C. So it's a mix of C and yes, sir, done within time. Very good. Rajimon is saying, yes, I could. Pramita is also saying you could. Vidya B. Okay, good enough. So it's a even proportion of B and C now. Fair enough. Ashwati Binu B, Jenny V Joshi. Good. I want all of you to comment. I want all of you to start telling me, okay, this is the answer I got. It doesn't matter, okay? Be happy with that. If not, no problem. Whatever the answer, I would definitely want to know. എന്താ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കിട്ടിയ എവിടുന്നാ കിട്ടിയ? Nobody have told me how you got B or how you got C. Those are the two options that I've seen. എവിടുന്നാ കിട്ടിയെന്ന് കൂടെ പറയാവോ? Susan, not done late. Okay, fair enough, Susan. I can understand. Tia Chaco, see, this is the honesty that we always love about our students. Whatever, they're very genuine. But of course, you have to understand that not all the people who are in front of me are not genuine. There are fraudulent people also sitting who's trying to rip other people's money. So be aware of that. Where generally a student who takes that time to commend, who take that time to validate their presence, who participate into it. Most of them, I would say, those students are genuine. There are some students, very few, who have certain constraints. Those are the people who can't commend. See, that is all understood. Okay, but you have to understand the world out there is always with a mix of good people, okay people, and of course fraud. Praveen, it's not showing majority, more in numbers. Okay. Silja Jimobi, good afternoon. Okay. It's a new name again. Linta George, good afternoon. Right. Others, can you tell me what are your answers? Where you got, like few said, okay, this is what is the majority is not there and numbers are shown. Okay, fair enough. Right. Now let's see, because I think most of you have commented, whoever has going to come. Okay, I can't force other people because you have to always remember the thing has to be from you. You have to start realizing, okay, you are here for a purpose. And the purpose is to make sure that you start validating. Yeah, this is my answer. Right? Be happy. Wrong. Again, be happy because we are here to correct you. Rajimol, B comparison from age to above 60 and below 60. Okay, fair enough. Right, CGB noise and C. Now let's go. Okay, see, the first and the foremost important thing when you're doing part B, read the question, understand what the question. Pramita, female, 64, age about 62. Okay, fair enough. So I found the answer by looking at the percentage column. Okay, fair enough. Now let's see. Okay, what the question is clearly asking. The question clearly says the table. So this is the table. What is it showing? So that means it is showing something. Female, a majority number. Okay, fair enough. Now I'm a person who always believe in reading the question, underlining the keywords in the question, understand the question. So it's a very simple question. Table, what is it telling us or what is it showing, displaying? Now after that, I am a person who read the answer option. If you want to go through the table and then pick it up, no problem at all. There's no hard and fast rule. Okay. So for me, the majority male in option A. Option B, 60 and above, more, majority female. So generally you have to bring it down. Your keyword should be brought into where the keyword should be something that once you see that you understand what the question is asking. For those are called keywords. Okay, and in table, when it's a pictorial representation, you always have to remember that the rows and column headings always play the pivotal role. It gives you a lot of clue. So here, the heading itself is saying distribution of personal profile of evaluated patient. So distribution, personal profile. That is enough. Okay. Now, heading, factors evaluated. So what are the things that they are evaluating? Then you have numbers, then you have percentage, of course, those are p-value. Okay. Now, what are the things that they are telling in gender? See, gender, they're saying, okay, there is a proportion of male, of course, we have male there, and female, yes, female there. Now they are saying male is 17, female is 64, 21%, 79%. Okay. Then the next category that they have given as factors evaluated is age. So this is less than 60 years, the patient is 19, and you have 23.5%. Then you have a next category which is 60 to 70, which is 38 in numbers and 46.9 in percentage. Then you have over 60 years, 24 in numbers and 29.6%. Then you have a total of 71 with a total 100%. Fair enough. Now let's see. Let's go and see how elimination works. See, which you have to always remember. Elimination is the most safest and the sweetest way to find answers in multiple choice questions. Now let's see. The majority of the patients were male. Is the majority male? Not there. It's an absolute opposite because it's the least. Eliminated. Now do you really need to worry about it? No. Now people age 60 and above are more in number. So where is age? Age is here. So less than 60. So this is not above. So 60 and 70. Okay. Now, what are the things that you have to look for? Now, are more in numbers. Let's see. 38 plus 24 is 62. Fair enough. But the majority is not that. Okay, that is 62. The majority of females were females. Why? 64. So out of the given one, clearly shows that the majority of the people were females. So the answer to the question is C. Okay. It is just are more in numbers. No, it is not. They are comparing the male and female into this. Okay, 62 and 64, yes. So 64 is more. So the majority of the patients were 64. So that is why you get the answer. which is 64. Out of the 64 only, this age factor belongs to the common classification, isn't it? Yes, even though they are saying 60 and 70 or more. Yeah, fair enough. But the whole categorization is due to male and female. You don't have a separation of male and female. It's not just to show that, okay, this is more. Understood? Right, okay, fair enough. All of you have started to say you have understood. Right, keep on dancing, keep on dancing. Fair enough, fair enough. Madhusmita, Linda, all are enjoying. Liba, okay, good enough. Malu, Joseph, see. Fair enough, I should be clear. Small things, okay, this is why I always remember telling student this is more easy. But the problem is, student have to do it. That doing part, please look into that only you can do. Understand? So this is just to get you exposed into a lot of different possibilities. Understand? See, they are saying about 62. Yeah, that is majority. But see, what is the proportion of it is not there. So it doesn't give you one clear-cut view into it. Because the table shows something which is very clearly. What is it letting us know? Understood? Right. All of you have understood, and there are a lot of new names, but only very few have told me. Fair enough. Now, what are we going to do now? We're going to do part A today. So, can you? I always ask that favor from you, isn't it? I always would love to hear what do you feel about today's part A, because after seeing your valid feedback, Neethu madam will go and make the next material. So that is how important your valuable feedbacks are. So please be kind enough to let us know what you felt about. Okay, Linda George, TURP, easy material. Neethu madam is just very kind enough to give you a lot of easy materials. Yeah. Pramita saying easy, Jessna saying easy, Jinsik very easy. Okay, fair enough. I like it. Good. Rajimol, very easy. All right. So it's just basically into an easy one, yeah? Simi, Madhusmita easy, Liba easy. Okay. So generally the gauge is easy. So my next question is, how many of you would say that I will get 20 out? Athira saying easy. Sindhu saying easy. Okay, fair enough. Now, because it's an easy material, how many of you would say that I will get 20? Because if it's an easy material, that's where you should get the highest, isn't it? I will, Pramita. Okay, excellent. I love people who are having that confidence in whatever the answer that I've got, I will. It's not that much easy for me, Susan. Okay, fair enough. Rajimol is saying 20. Deba is saying I will. Absolutely good enough. Jinsi is saying I will. Okay, fair enough. Madhusmita is getting I will. Chestnut Noble, I will. Okay, very good, very good. See, the number of students who start saying I will is increasing on a daily basis. Now, why it is important that I will? Okay, Athira Krishna is saying I will. Linda George is saying I will. See, the question to you is why I will? I'm a person who always believe when you start saying, see, I will clear the exam or will I clear the exam? There's always, even though the very same words, the very same meaning, but there's a huge difference, isn't it? Malu Joseph 20, Jinsiana, I will. Okay, excellent. See, the number of students, as I've told you, it's very important that you start trusting your capabilities, your abilities. Excellent. So let's go into part A, as you have all said, not all, most of you have said you will get 20. Let's see now. I'm going to fire the 20 answers. Then you will have to see and tell me how many of you have got the answers. Right. So as you can see, the material, as always, TURP as what you have said. So let's go and dig it in. So very specifically, I'm telling you, you have to always remember the important things that you have to do in part A. One, skimming is important, okay, which I always write. See, the maximum time that you're going to take to skim 4 text is 1 to 2 minutes. That means 15 seconds a piece for each text. That means per text. See, these are all small text, isn't it? It's more than enough time to skim. Skim means you're going to rush through the thing. You're going to read very quickly. Not all the words, word by word, not to understand all the individual meanings of all the sentences. No. Very quickly, you're going to go through and underline the keyword. So what are the keywords? How to find the keywords, which we have already mentioned in a previous video in the very same page that you're watching. Please do refer back a bit. Older one. Please do go back and see what are the ones. So I'm just going to give you a very quick ideology on the aspect of how to skim. See, transurethral resection, prostrate, TURP, of course. Now, I understand that is the abbreviated form. Surgical procedure involves cutting away section prostrate. The prostate is a small gland in the pelvis found only in men. It is located between the penis and the bladder, surrounds the urethra, the tube that carries the bladder to the penis. TURP most often done relief symptom called enlarged prostate. This is often due to the prostaglandin BPH. BPH is not a cancer, it's a common part of aging. When the prostate gland is enlarged, it can press against the urethra and interfere and with block of the passage of the urine. And if you are unable to urinate with prostate cancer, but the surgery to remove the prostate is an option for you, then you may need a TURP. So if something isn't an option. Now see, I haven't underlined. See, generally there are students who would literally say TURP is carried out on a device called receptacle. No, if you do that, this is a wrong way of underlining keywords. You're not supposed to underline you're not supposed to underline key sentences. You're only supposed to underline keywords. So in here, the keyword, let's say, resectoscope, thin metal containing light camera, loop wire, pass through the passing within the insertion, this can loop wire is then heated. So this is how you tube catheter, all those keywords. After that, let's say in text C, transaction, resection, what are they talking about? Bleeding, UTI, urinary retention, prostate. Then you have, of course, there is study, which is in text. Now I have a gauge about what are the 4 text ones. After this, you're going to go to the question. So, of course, instructions should be by hearted. Okay, you should know how many questions would be there in each of the 3 types of question. We generally say we have 3 types of question in part A. First type, match the following. Numbers till 1 to 7. Then you have short answer question, numbers 8 to 4. Then you have fill in the blanks, numbers 15 to 20. This should be by hearted. This one, only appropriate letters. That means letter A, B, C, or D. This one, these are called words, numbers, combination of both, or a short phrase. The same is applicable for fill in the blanks. Now, knowing that, going and underlining the keywords in the question. There's a keyword in the question first. Methods considered as an alternative. So, methods, alternatives, TURP. So, where are we talking about all these methods? So, if you really look into, you can see that TURP is carried out, and all those things are mentioned where? In text A, because the methods, how it is done, is all mentioned in text, B. So the answer to the question is B. How many people? So how many people reported? So do you really need to worry about where that reporting would be? Because there is always a thing called study, isn't it? I'm not going to look into, but still, just to make sure that you do not fall, don't have any preset, but still, all those keywords are as such, isn't it? A total of 1063 patients and all undergone and all those things. So the answer is D. Now the next question. Instances Okay. Instances that demands necessity of blood transfusion. So where have you underlined this? Blood transfusion and all. Okay. So blood transfusion, have you underlined it somewhere? Yes or no? Where? You have underlined. Yes, you are right. It is in C. So the answer is, where do you get that in C? Okay, it's very simple. They're bleeding. Isn't it? Bleeding. This is where you get the answer. Now, if you are still having confusion for question number 1, this is where you get question number 1. So the answer is C. Now, what impact? See, this impact is important. Enlarged prostate. So, what are the impacts of this? Okay. So, where do you get those impacts from? So, the impacts of thing are mentioned where? In text A. So, the answer is A. Excellent. I can see that all of you are writing the right answer, which I'm quite happy. That means all of you are improving on a very much on a basis. Excellent. Highest risk associated with TURP. So where are they talking about? What are the highest risks that is associated with? The highest risk that is associated with is where? Rare but potentially serious risk is known as. So the answer to that question is C. Excellent. So question number 5 is C. Cases of fatalities reported so far. Do you really need to worry about reported cases? I'm still telling you that will be in D. Now let's see. Is there any fatalities mentioned? Yeah, fatalities means died. So total case will be about 11 cases. So the answer is D. Physical whereabouts. So where are they talking about how physical things are all? It should be there in A, isn't it? The prostrate is located between. So the answer is A. So I have not wasted my valuable time in searching which one. There are things which you can easily do that also. Okay, without even really looking. So the next one. Next one I've told you, these are called short answer questions, which is numbers are 8 to 40. So here, which condition was bothering those who undergo monopolar TURP, PKEP? So do you really need to worry about where these TURP? I know that when once I skimmed the 3 texts, it was not there. So it's definitely in D, isn't it? So what condition? The condition is BPH. So the answer is BPH. Next question. What inserted into the urethra to pump fluid? Remove pieces. Is there anything which you have to? I know that I've skimmed where. Underlined it. It was there in text B. It's the catheter. Isn't it? So a thin tube called the catheter is inserted into your urethra to pump fluid and all the other keywords are as such. So the answer is catheter. CATHETER. Excellent. Question 10. When one need to have TURP when initial one. So something which they are asking about when, that means a period of time one needs. Okay. So period of time, where is it? I think I've underlined because it should have been number is always a keyword. Some men need to have TURP again within 10 years. So the answer is within 10 years. So when it's not 10 years, within 10 years. Okay, 3 words. Excellent. Which group has the least number of fatalities? So group fatalities. Do we really need to worry where that fatalities and groups are mentioned? There are only two groups mentioned, isn't it? Where are those two groups mentioned? One is an intervention group, the other one is control group. Now, out of this, what are you to find? You are to find least fatalities. So, fatalities was there. Now, I'm just going to erase it, sorry. Okay, fatalities were there. Now, which group has the least? Here it is 4, here it is 7. So, the answer is intervention group. Intervention. Excellent. Question number 12. Tube that carries urine from bladder to penis and surrounded by the prostate is called. So what is a tube? I know that the tube we have mentioned in A, isn't it? What is a tube? It's called the urethra that carries urine from the blood. All the other keywords are as such there. So the answer to that question is urethra. Understood? So I'm just going to remove all these because too many lines, isn't it? You might find it difficult to follow. Clear? So far, so good? Yes? All those keywords and everything, you're all going to get right answer, isn't it? Excellent. Now I'm just going to change the color for you so that you have different, because this is the next step. Next one. The insertion of which device had to forsake making cut? So insertion. So where are we talking about all these insertion and all? I think it should be there in B. So let's see. Insertion is already mentioned there in B, isn't it? I think some of the rest of translational, the TURP is carried out using a device called resectoscope. So RESECTOSCOPE, which is a thin metal tube containing light camera and all those other things are mentioned. So the answer is resectoscope. Now for the ultimate one of the second part type of question, where do we find prostate gland? So the question is where. Very simple, isn't it? Where means where do you find? Where do you find? The answer should be in text A. It clearly says the prostate is a small gland in the pelvis. So in the pelvis, anything is fine. Good enough. Now for the final stent. What is the final stent? Final stent is 15 to 20, which are called fill in the blanks. The instruction remains the same. But here you have to be a bit more cautious. If the word is there in the question, you are not supposed to write it. That's called redundancy. The answer will go wrong. So already is there. Okay, dash is required when you are unable to urinate. So dash is required. So where are they? What is the basic thing? Even though with or without, but surgery to remove the prostate isn't an option, but you may need a TURP. So a TURP is a surgical procedure that involves cutting away the section of the prostate. Okay, unable to urinate, urine. So all those things are mentioned. So the answer is very simple, TURP. Okay, because it's clearly saying it is to relieve symptoms caused. Fair enough. Now, UTI, TURP, and breast. So UTI, where have you underlined UTI? UTI you have underlined in text. Text C. Isn't it? UTI, a very straight option. UTI can be successfully treated with antibiotics. So the answer is ANTIBIOTICS. So question number 17. TURP most often relieve signs caused by. So it's something that caused by an something. So something is there. What is it relieving? So what is it relieving? It is relieving the signs caused by TURP is most often to relieve symptoms caused by enlarged prostrate. So do you really need to write an enlarged prostrate? Sorry. An is already there in the question. So if you write an enlarged prostrate, your answer is wrong. Why? An is there. So enlarged prostrate should be the answer. Prostate, prostate. Excellent. Question number 18. The dash is heated and with electricity and prostate causing symptoms. So where are they talking about all these symptoms and all those things? It should be there in text B. Why? Because the loop of wire is then heated, electric current, cut away section, prostate, all those things are there. So the answer is loop of wire. LOOPOFWIRE. Excellent. The is wrong because Sally, you have the question is already saying the is mentioned there. So loop of wire. Among the dash cases, control group. So control group where? D. Go. Straight away go to D. Now control group cases in D. Forsaken. So where are they talking about? So among the group control group, 616 cases. Forsaken, that means refused. How many cases? 31. So 616, 31. Those are the answers in this. Now the ultimate question for today, question number 20. Dash occurs when surplus amount of fluid is absorbed into the bloodstream. So something is occurring. What is it occurring? The occurrence is something which you have it in text C. What is it going to happen? Rare but potentially serious is known as TURP syndrome. This occurs when too much fluid, prostrate, absorbed bloodstream. All the answers are, keywords are there. So the answer is TURP syndrome. SYNDROME. So I have fired my 20 answers. Now it's high time that you start firing me. What are your total scores? How much you have got? How much have you got in each? Who have got or who have kept that word? I will. 19 length, fair enough. Good. 19 is not bad. Liba, 20, excellent, very good. Keep on answering. Vidya, okay, yeah, that's the answer. Atira Mohanan, 18, good enough. Rajimo Praveen, keep on answering. 20, excellent, good enough. Madhusmita, 19, excellent, keep it up. Vidya Shidin, 17, keep it up, good enough. Pramita, 18, good enough, keep it up. Jinsi, 19, excellent, keep it up. Susan, 17, good enough. Sally, good enough. And that mistake that you've made, isn't it? Just that an article which you have written already, that makes it answer wrong, isn't it? And that drop is a difference between 1 mark. Right. Pramita, thank you. Okay, as you have started saying thank you. Just my next question was, is there anything that you want me to clarify? Anything that you are doubtful about or anything that you are skeptical about? Isn't it why I told that word? Skeptical is a word which keeps on coming in all the questions and in the passages. Right. So all of you are saying thank you. So thank you so much for giving us such a kind of encouragement, such a kind of participation. So until and unless I meet you tomorrow, a big thanks from all the Neethus family. I'll see you tomorrow. Adios from me now. Take care.